Hey, what's going on everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you today. We just got the combine unloaded, so we are punching out corn harvest here. We're going to take this load up. I can't remember, I think the hog barn is pretty much full on corn, but we are going to put a load in there and just check and see for sure as I crash into the hog silo, so that's always good to do. See if it takes the load of corn here. Doesn't take the whole thing, there's a little bit left there in the bottom, so we'll probably just dump that over here in the silo for the time being. If I can actually drive right. Almost 700 bushels in that bin. Also, the 9380 ended up getting done on this field over here. And I was going to take him over to the field over there just to have him ready for once the combine's done on that field, but it looks like we're about out of anhydrous. So we're going to run this thing down over to the co-op, not too far away, just on the other side of the farm, and we are going to get this thing filled up and ready to go for the next field. One thing that I don't like about this anhydrous applicator is that if you have it on a helper and then you quit the game and you restart again, the helper will keep going once you restart the game, but the anhydrous bar will be all folded up like this and won't come back down. So then he's just driving along doing nothing in the field. It's a little bit annoying, but just got to make sure that you remember to catch it each time. And there we go, we found, nope, that was the wrong button. We just sold $110 worth of NH3. So we get that all filled up, full load. It's going to take $2 or $3 grand, I think it was. Maybe it's more than that. It seems to be more than that. Oh no, 2,400 bucks. Not too bad for a double tank. It's gonna last us a little while at least, hopefully, to be able to do the field that the combine's in right now, as well as the really big field once we harvest that. Looks like the edge of this field is also starting to be ready to harvest, so we got a lot of stuff getting ready to harvest here all at about the same time. Combine's only so big though, and this tractor's only so fast. Okay, we got him parked down there. Whoa, we were that threw the front end of that anhydrous tank up a little bit. Combine's about full again. It's hard to keep up with this thing, but I am also going to take the 1206 here as we run into the fence. We're going to probably get this thing hired on a helper over here on this field just to kind of keep things moving, and we can't run, we don't have anything else for the anhydrous to run on right now, so why not just have a helper running on this cornfield for the time being. Now we'll grab this, we'll go unload the combine harvester. He's getting closer to being done with this field, but still got a little ways to go, and the grain tank isn't the largest thing on this machine. And I kind of would like to get a bigger gravity wagon, just because this gravity wagon doesn't have enough room for full 2 loads out of the combine, which it would be kind of nice. We wouldn't have to make as many trips then. Okay, we got him all set up and ready to go. So once the corn is finished harvesting on this field, we'll be able to get him going right away. He's planting, not harvesting. Man, this is a combine right here. Let me tell you folks, this is a Farmall 1206 combine if you ever seen one. We're going to check the hogs here. The hogs are about 114 pounds. They're doing pretty good. And they aren't using too much food right now. But they did just turn over to hogs. They don't eat as much food when they're weaner pigs. They take less food, so now that they just turned hogs, they turned hogs at 3 months. Now they're going to be using a lot more food. So we'll get this taken up and unloaded up there in the hog barn. Right now I'm kind of left with nothing to do, so I guess we're just going to take the 706 here and work on planting this small field, because it shouldn't take too long. And I mean, right now I don't have anything else to do because the harvester's rolling. I'm not going to start anhydrous yet, and that guy's working on planting over there, so we're just going to plant away. And just like that, again, the harvester is full, so we're going to take care of that here. And then we'll be able to get back to planting. Honestly, planting in this game is not my favorite thing to do. So, if I could get out of that for a while, that's great. Back to corn planting. Honestly, what I've been thinking while I'm just corn planting here is I think, especially with that big field coming up and we have a little bit more driving distance to go back to the silo, I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up purchasing one of those Brent gravity wagons that's like 650 bushels or something. So we'll be able to haul a lot more and not have to make as many trips back to the bin site. We will do that once we finish planting this field though, which may take a while. I don't really want to jinx it today, but so far we have had a lag-free day, which is pretty good because the past 2 episodes I've recorded have had horrible lag. The game is not doing that today, so I am thankful for that for the time being. And there we go, we wrapped up with planting that cornfield, so I think we're just gonna park this tractor up here for now. And I'm gonna find our pickup truck here. We're gonna go unload this. Actually, we're gonna go unload the combine because that just showed up that it needed to be emptied. So we're gonna do that. There we go. We got a full load on the Kill Bros. So we're gonna take this up to the farm. I'm guessing the hogs probably need food by now because it's been a while since we've taken a load of corn over. So we'll get that dumped in there. And then I think what we're going to do is we're just going to set the Kill Bros off to the side somewhere on the farmyard. We're not going to sell it because it really doesn't get us more than like 2 or 3 grand anyway. But just in case we want to have it around for something in the future. And I think we're going to purchase one of these Brent gravity wagons. I'm gonna make it up to the 657. I don't like the duals on the 757, so I think we're gonna go with a 657, holds 650 bushels. I think we're gonna go with red because all of our equipment's red. So 36,000. That was the wrong button. $36,600 though. Purchase. Yes, we will purchase that. So I think we're just gonna set the wagon over here for now. If I can remember the right button to, there we go. And now we are going to head down over to the shop and get our gravity wagon picked up. And here we are rolling up to the store now. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that we bought a manure spreader. I told you guys that we were going to test that out this video. Well, I kind of forgot about that until just now. But we'll get the gravity wagon hooked up here. I wonder... Now this all depends on my backing up abilities here, which in real life are fairly decent, but in a video game are not great with these things. Let's see, can we get it swung that way? Nope, we're a bit off. Come on. Swing it that way. Geez, these do not turn sharp. Cannot jackknife these like in real life. Come on. Hey, there we go. We got our manure spreader hooked up to the pickup here. And sorry, every time I mentioned this thing last video, I called it a fertilizer spreader. It is not a fertilizer spreader. This thing's a manure spreader. So we're gonna get heading back to the farm with our new huge gravity wagon now, compared to the pickup truck here, along with our manure spreader that we will have to test out sometime. I don't know if we're gonna get to that today. And I also didn't really think about it. I don't remember how much horsepower it has, but I think I gotta put one of the planter tractors on there, because I think the Little Farmwell H does not have enough power. I am excited to test out this new gravity wagon. I think we're going to be able to hold 2 or 3 loads on it from the combine, which will be super nice. While we have the manure spreader hooked up, at least, let's try and figure out if we can load it up here. I think this is where we pick up the manure. I think all the manure from both barns goes here. Did I see something? I thought I saw something pop up there. Oh, no, we went past it now. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now, that did not load up as much as I thought it was going to. That just pulled the manure from the farrowing pen and not from the hog barn. Now, it says manure, but I'm wondering if all of the manure from this barn you have to, like, use as slurry. Which would kind of suck, but I'm pretty sure... Nope. We got... Nope, dang it. Let's see here. Is it gonna fill up? Nope. It's probably all gotta be slurry from this barn. So we might... I don't know. We'll deal with that another day. And I forgot, when you got multiple things attached, we probably have to manually disconnect it here, which is kind of a cool feature that I haven't really showed you guys yet. But we need to come back here and we hit the button on the side there and it disconnects that, because from the pickup truck all we could disconnect is the gravity wagon. I hit the wrong button, so now we are somewhere else, and the combine is not doing anything right now, so that's always great to see. Okay, why are we just sitting here? You're not full. Come on, Helen. Farmhand Helen. Drive. Rows only. Will you drive now? Yes, but will you turn the right way? That's the question. I was kind of hoping to have about a full load of corn by the time we got back with this to be able to test it out, but he really hasn't gotten like anything done because he was just sitting there after we unloaded him, I think. Unloading a little bit here though. It's barely just filling up. This thing's gonna have so much more storage compared to our old wagon. Our old wagon had about 250 bushel capacity. This one, I believe, has 650. This guy's still planting away over here. Got a couple rounds left after this. Get finished up on this field. I was hoping that that combine would get done a little bit quicker so we could get this 9380 going here, but it's taking a little bit longer for the combine to get finished up with this field. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of the helper there. And I think I'm just going to harvest the rest of the field by myself because I feel like it. Only a couple more rounds left here on the field. And there we go, wrapped up on this field here. We're going to dump the rest of it into the gravity wagon here. And I'm probably going to get the harvester going on the big field. It's going to take him a long time to get that field harvested. It's going to be a long task. Lots of harvesting and lots of hauling here. We'll take him over to this corner of the field here so he can get started on this. I think it's like 25 acres or something. So it's a pretty big field compared to what we've been running. So we'll get him hired there. And he is off. Now that all what we had left in this field is just that tiny little bit in there. So we're probably just going to park him over here on the edge of the field and wait until the combine needs to be unloaded. Now with him being done, we could start a helper on this, but we can only have 2 helpers at a time, unfortunately. So we're going to have to let him finish here, or we can just stop him. I'll finish planting that field. We'll get him running on putting anhydrous down on that field while I get the rest. There's only like maybe 2 passes at most left on this field, and then we'll be all wrapped up with that. Well, everyone, we're just about to wrap up planting this cornfield here. The harvester's still going, just going on the outside pass. I think he's full by now. And the anhydrous rig is running over in the field next to us, but just about to wrap up that field now. We'll get this folded up here and parked up on the yard, but that's probably going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. It helps out the video a lot. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. helps the channel out a lot. And I want to thank you all for watching. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So I will see y'all in the next one.